16 of his 29 in that third quarter. We should mention Philadelphia native Markieff Morris on the floor for the first time. Furkan Korkmaz missing on his first touch. Mike Scott has come on for Harris. Another try for Furk. James Ennis, as usual, crashing the offensive glass. Has a plunging Simmons who swoops up.
You wonder where the legs have gone. Not nearly the bouncy player we know.
Oh, it's a bounce there from Furkan Korkmaz, who put it back after the Simmons miss. Griffin, a burst to the hoop, and his tough luck continues. 1 for 9 from the floor is Blake Griffin.
Elevator just doesn't go to the floor as it used to anymore for Griffin.
Korkmaz took it away from Drummond. I'm not sure if Drummond got a piece of the rock there or not. But the Pistons have it with 3 and change to play here in the first half.
Some feistiness Furkan on the glass.
Derrick Rose, never really known as a good three-point shooter. 31% from beyond. There's Simmons. Wow, what a finish bucket
from Ben. Wow.
I mean, the athleticism, his back to the basket. He did it all. Harris, quick hands that time to knock it loose. Simmons for Tobias, and the favor is returned. 16 and a half.
As soon as you let him turn that corner, it is over. You're just going to have to hope for him to miss it, because there's very few in this league that can recover defensively.
Korkmaz floating home to his second hoop for Detroit. Good block out by Horford on Wood. Good spot by Simmons for a Korkmaz 3, and down it goes for Furkan Korkmaz.
Good look from Ben. Spacing. It's an awfully long way to recover back to Furkan. It was released by the time the defender got to him.
Simmons, his 9th assist. Galloway to the floor. Simmons as well. Griffin falling over him, and Korkmaz will slam for 2.
Give all the credit to 2-5 for putting his body on the floor, tapping that to a streaking Furkan. Ben making that happen.
It's like a daily drill. Sixers by 8 as we go to Serena.
Well, I asked Brett Brown at Shoot Around this morning about Mike Scott, and he admitted to me he's just one of his personal favorites. He does.
And Brett Brown really did him a favor, Serena, back on December 7th. Started him against Cleveland. Remember, at that point he was struggling. He snapped out of the funk, and he's been terrific ever since. As Korkmaz takes Tony Snell all the way to the cup for 2. A fine performance tonight for Furk, who's got 9 off the bench, and the Sixers come up with a turnover as well.
That's how you attack the rim. Go at defenders, Furk.
And that's how you hit the 3. Furkan Korkmaz, his second 3 of the game, into double figures with 11, and suddenly the Sixers lead this one by 13, their largest lead.
Let's see whether or not that layup in the defense gets him even more engaged. He's balling right now.
It is time now for tonight's Toyota Turning Point.
Furkan Korkmaz will be the focus here. See the nice little layup and the drive, and then the next time down the floor, the 3. Furkan Korkmaz right now clicking on all cylinders.
That is a turning point. Sixers are 5 for 8 from beyond the arc here in the third. Korkmaz with 2 of those 5. You have Drummond at the high post, who's become a rather proficient passer for that position. Sixers left with 8 to shoot. Detroit does have a foul to give here for what it's worth. Sixers do not. They're in the penalty. Korkmaz again. Korkmaz taking over. Rose got it off and in.
After with one hand, he grabs everything with 2 hands. That's what great rebounders do.
He is a great one, by far the leading rebounder in the league. That's Korkmaz, who, by the way, has supplied 14 off the bench. Trying to get a look at another 3.
They won't let him shoot, will they?
Nope. But Harris bound and determined to get more. Harris took it away. They tried to sneak it into Blake Griffin. Korkmaz floating down the floor, twirls in 2. 16 for Furkan Korkmaz. That's twice his average. And now a meeting here with Griffin and, well, Tobias Harris having to be separated.
Former teammates in L.A.
The last thing I saw was that Blake Griffin was denied the inbounds pass.
Furkan. There's the drive, and you can see the layup. Nothing really anything to see.
Griffin and Harris are down at the other end.
And then you can see a little grab it and hold it, and that just looks like a nice the inbounds play. As an innocuous defensive play, there was nothing. They're a little tangled up right there. Then they kind of cross half court, and they're jawing at each other. Still jawing, still jawing.
Yeah, I wonder if Ben Simmons maybe didn't say something, and then Harris right now at 14, 5 and change to play in the fourth. Simmons pinning Langston Galloway, but they couldn't get it to him. Korkmaz buries another three. Furkan Korkmaz now with 19 points, and that's one away from tying a career high.
He caught that in the same position he released it at.
13 boards, a career high, 16 assists for the man with the ball, Ben Simmons. Leads it for Korkmaz, add another assist, and add 2 more for Furkan, who's got a career high 21.
Ben has done a great job of picking them apart all evening long. The 76ers with only 10 turnovers, Mark, on the road. That's huge.
Foul as well on Simmons.
Take a look at action a little earlier. Ben with the drive. Defense collapse. Little handoff to 3-0. Ready to shoot is Korkmaz.
Straight victory against Detroit as they win it by a final of 125 to 109 high. Simmons the career high assists and the triple-double, and Furkan Korkmaz a career high 21 points, including 3 threes for the Sixers and their victory tonight.